Morning, everybody. Riding up to the top of the Landfill now to see how the guys in the dig are coming along. If you remember from the other videos, we've been digging for a few months now, trying to get this new cell ready for the landfill. So we just pulled up here to the very top. Let's hop out and see how it's coming. Landfill right there in front of you, and there's the cell that we're working on currently. It's a pretty big one, probably 5 acres or so. We've got to take down around 60 feet. So the guys have got a couple more lifts to cut there, and let's walk over here and see if we can see where they're actively digging. I see the track hoe and haul truck. So you can see the guys down there getting loaded. Let's see if I can zoom in here a little bit for you. There we go. So they got a big ramp they're coming down. And they'll pull up beside the track hoe, get loaded, and then they've got them a road built right there to come out the ramp. You see the bulldozer down there pushing a little bit. So not too much further to go. Probably I would say another 4 cuts. We should be down to the bottom. There's the landfill, compactor, crushing trash. See if we can see over at the mulch yard, see what they're doing today. Sun's shining in our eyes a little bit. Looks like they're playing into compost. I can see the steam rolling off of it. So they might must be turning a windrow or something to that effect. And see, so there's some activity over at the concrete block yard. Can't really see the wash plant all that great in the background. I believe it's running as well. And there's where we're taking all the sand. The sand mountain is really growing, getting bigger. So probably be, I don't know, a third more larger than that by the time we get done with this dig. So there's your update on the new cell. Let's see what else we can get into. So I just pulled up at my office and got kind of an unusual visitor. Then he went under my truck. Hey, Mr. Chicken. What are you doing here, dude? So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. You know, just got a random rooster hanging out in the parking lot here. So, I don't know, whatever. All right, let's go in here. I want to show you guys the lab. And I believe Kayla's in here. So, the lab is where we mainly do a lot of learning about the compost, how it works, you know, what are the different bacteria and fungi that help to break down the material. And so this is a lab, or part of it. That's an incubator where we have some. And just random lab equipment, an autoclave, computer. And we'll look at the bacteria and stuff with microscopes. We can pull it up on the computer. It's pretty interesting stuff. Let's go in here and see what Kayla's doing. Hey, Miss Kayla.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Say hey.
Hi.
So I was just telling the folks, well, let's see, we can look around in here. There's our fridge where we keep all of our stuff, another incubator, and this is where Kayla works in the hood there. That's to keep everything sterile environment when she's working with the bacteria. And then we've got all kind of stuff, lab equipment and what have you. So anyway, let me flip this camera around. So a little bit, I was telling the folks that, well, the reason we're doing this is to, you know, find out about the different bacteria and fungi, just so that we know a little bit more about, you know, the composting process. So, like, tell us just a little bit about what you do over here.
So what I do over here is I try to isolate different bacterias. So we're actually going to make auger plates today, so that'll be fun to put the bacterias on.
That's the things they grow on, right?
Right, that's correct.
Like that right there.
Yep, there's different
That's the
forms.
auger plates.
And then after we make them, we store them in the fridge over here.
Yeah, these guys are getting kind of old, so we're probably gonna have to start fresh and make some new ones. But this is kind of like what it looks like. So there's lots of different colors and textures, and each one does its own thing. So that's what we're trying to understand a little bit more about.
Find our favorites.
Yeah, find our favorites.
Yep.
All right, cool. And so what's this thing do?
So this basically puts out air, so I don't breathe in what the bacteria is putting out back there.
Right.
So you can turn it on.
And so you don't contaminate the actual stuff that we're doing too. Oh, cool. Awesome. So that's what we do here in the lab. So Kayla's gonna probably set up the GoPro here in a little bit and show you guys a little bit more about what she does. We got all of our landfill and laboratory work done. So rode down here to Roots, see what's going on. We got 1 week until we open this place. It's really coming along, getting full of plants. Ashley and I been working on kind of like decorating the entrance. So getting ready. A couple of days and we're gonna be open for business finally. So let's go find Sam and see what he's doing. I found Sam. Sam, what you doing today, buddy? That's kind of obvious. That was a dumb question.
I'm beautifying the entrance to Grassroots. Is what I'm doing today.
So Sam painted, shoot, I don't know how many feet of fence all around this place and installed all this fence. This is some pine that came into the landfill and we had cut up, and it's not treated, so that's why Sam's having to paint it. So.
Yep, give it a protection coat where it'll last longer.
Yep, I like it, and it looks pretty.
It's gonna get there.
Yeah, looks good. I'm gonna walk down to the koi pond. What was you gonna say?
I just wanted to make this. I couldn't stand it. It was standing out to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Because everything else, all other 10,000 feet is painted.
So
and this little piece is bare.
So we had to get this in there for the grand opening. But
yep.
We're working on it.
Couple more days.
Yeah, ain't gonna be long.
All right, see you, buddy.
All right, thank you.
We've got all our shrubs, well, not all, but majority of them set up. And to save water, we installed drip irrigation. So every single shrub has got a little stake going to it, and it waters it every day. And the wind keeps blowing all my plants over. But I wanted to show y'all the finished, or nearly finished, koi pond. This thing turned out just so beautiful. A lot of folks done come down here and just walked around and admired it and chilled out. But ain't that pretty? This is one of my favorite things that I've ever been involved with. And this place was just ugly, bare. And Ethan with Amen Corner Ponds came in and hooked us up, installed this beauty. So now, not for too long, we're gonna get our fish to put in there. Still gotta fill this area, but we've got all the staple plants. So now I can kind of select and bring in stuff that, you know, I wanna have as a specialty or what have you. We have room to put them. So there you have it, down here at Roots. I'm gonna go get to work and try to get this place ready to open here in a few days. So we're in Graniteville, South Carolina, off of exit 11, off of I-20, Grassroots Yard Supply. So if y'all in the CSRA want to come check us out, you're more than welcome. Come on down here and see us. Hey, what's up, y'all? Super excited today. Been wanting a concrete crusher For a long time now, we used to have to rent them to crush the pile that you can see behind me. I don't know how many tons we got there, probably 30,000 tons of concrete that comes into the landfill. So finally, we were able to get our own. And there she is. Look at that bad mamma jamma. This is a Sandvik QJ241. And it's a jaw crusher. So what we'll do is we'll throw all the slabs of concrete and all the chunks. We'll throw them right in there, and the jaw will crush it up, and you know, then it'll crushed product will come out that end there. Looks like they ran it just a little bit yesterday when it came in, probably just to check it out. This is the first time I've seen it on my property. I wasn't able to be here yesterday because I was down at the supply yard. But there's a little bit of crush and run. There's all our concrete right there, and we've got a mountain. Not quite a mountain like our sand is over there, but nonetheless, a bunch of concrete that we need to process, and so it'll become a recycled aggregate that people can use for road base or their driveways or parking lots or whatever. Let's climb up here and I'll show you the inside. I can do it while holding the camera. There we go, I made it. Alright, so that's your feed right there. And that thing kind of shakes back and forth, moving the concrete towards the chamber. That's the jaw. So that thing is just moving back and forth, kind of squishing the pieces of concrete in between those two jaws. And so you set the gap down at the very bottom to whatever size you're trying to make. So if you set a 4-inch gap down there, then only 4-inch pieces can make it out. This thing's a monster. This is gonna be awesome, man. I can't wait to run it. We got people screaming for the material because we are out. So here in the next few days, we got to get this bad boy crushing. I'm going to bring the Sandvik screener over, and that way we can run it across the screen and make several different products. So stay tuned, you guys, because this will be a fun one. As long as we don't, I shouldn't even say this, but as long as we don't put anything too big in it, which we have done with other crushers in the past, then they get jammed up in the jaw and we have to crawl in there and get them out, and it's not fun at all. And there it looks like Rolando up on the sand mountain in the bulldozer pushing. And somebody's coming with the excavator. See Gerald and the John Deere in the background running the sand plant. So there's our crusher, guys. Next few days here, we'll definitely film when we start crushing. So anyway, stay tuned, and we'll have that video for you coming real soon. David's helping us hook up to the trailer here. This rear view camera was the best thing since sliced bread. That's awesome. Sure. I can't see your hand, David. There we go. Now we got it. Está bien? I'll show you the tables we got. Now here's the big old shipping, not really a pallet, kind of like I guess it is just a huge pallet. Anyway, the guys were kind enough, they just went and took some 2x4s and built us some legs. Thank you, David. I couldn't see your hand because I was watching it in the camera. Okay. So sorry. So this will make us some nice tables, and they're free. A lot of crates come in. So I'll show you real quick what David, what he does back here at the wood dock. as we call it. So all this wood has to be recycled. Look at that. That is a ton. This trailer's full of it. So he'll grab that, and then he'll bring it over here to what we call the pit, which is just exactly what it is, what I said, a big old pit. We dug it out, stacked up these blocks, and then he will dump it over into the pit. And then I'll take the compactor and push the pallets, crunch them up, go ahead and break them up. Then the guys will grab them, throw them in the roto chopper, grind it up, let it sit for a little while, and then they will grab it and do just like they're doing now over yonder, making some pretty dyed mulch. So that's the little process. Simple but effective. It works. And it's springtime now, so mulch is going out like crazy. So the guys are just trying to keep up right now. That's a good problem though. All right, well we're all hooked up. Let's head down to the supply yard and see what everybody's doing. Buenos dias. Hey, Kinsley.
Hey, Rob Ruben.
You see my little camera?
Ooh.
Did you say Ruben?
What's up?
It'll lock onto your face.
Ooh.
Isn't that crazy? I've been doing some filming this morning. Oh, sorry. Are you in school?
Yeah, she can't hear.
Are you sure they can't hear you?
You're positive?
So I can say cuss words in Spanish?
You can.
I wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Jessica, how you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Look, with my iPad I can write on my things.
Oh.
And look, let me tell you real quick. Hold on. And then for my math, watch this. I can write on my
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
I know. I was like, I don't have to print out anything anymore and sit there and do it.
Yeah, iPads are the bomb.
I love it.
Hello, Miss Kayla. I'm filming today. I'm just gonna start filming everything. Is that okay with you guys? Sure. Right, Ashley?